Hot Dog Scary Stories. This Pinoy myth will teach us a lesson that not everything is always what they seem to be. Filipinos are pretty known for being religious and conservative in their culture. We tend to have many beliefs, especially to the scary stories that our grandmother and grandfathers love to tell us. So we will obey them and to always be at home before the moon comes out in the evening skies. In this video, I will be sharing a little story about my family encounters with Aswangs. My family loves to tell scary stories to each other, especially in the night, so that we won't be able to sleep. My father, on the other hand, always avoid watching or telling these stories, since it will only give us all nightmares throughout the night. Well, of course, I was still a kid during those times, so I don't get his point that much. So we try to encourage him until he finally gives a scary story. Fine, my father said. When I was 25, I worked as a security guard. I went home and tried drinking with your uncles in a bahay kubo. Suddenly, a loud sound coming from an unusual animal filled and echoed in the atmosphere. My uncles laughed and said, "Oh, our neighbor is about to go home." You see, they believe that our neighbor, who is an old woman, is actually an aswang. They know that she is about to go home since the sun is about to rise. If you don't know, aswang are creatures that eats and feeds on the blood and flesh of any living things they can see once they are hungry in a full moon. My father then ended his story with a warning: beware, for these creatures loves to trick their prey. They tend to sound closer when they are far away, and they sound far away from you when they are actually near you. My sister and I froze, and I became scared. I remembered that I didn't have enough sleep that night. Knowing that it is very silly to believe in that story, I continued with my life happily until I reached 10th grade. We have a citizenship advancement training, and it is required to wear white t-shirts, and I don't have a choice to wash my own laundry since I noticed that I no longer have anything to wear. After an hour, my washing machine finally stopped, and I decided to hang my clothes upstairs. As I was to go up, I heard a very creepy sound in the roofs of my neighbor. I have a very creepy feeling. I really wanted to call my sister, but she is mad at me because we got into a fight. I tried to play music on my phone so that I can distract myself, but as I was about to start singing, I saw a dark figure in a crouching position just behind our neighbor's roof. Obviously, I was scared, but I shrugged it off and continued to sing. That is until a huge bat suddenly flew up to the roof, and suddenly a loud noise and a heavy or a man, as if something suddenly went up to my roof. I was so scared when I saw that all of my clothes that are hanging started to swing because of the impact that happened just above my roof. I started yelling and banging on our roof so that I can scare whoever is in our roof. I can feel that the roof is getting heavier. Then suddenly, it became normal again, and a bat flew across the skies. I hurried downstairs and started calling my friends through video call so that I can share my scary story to them.